In America, people usually have patterns, habits, things that they do every morning as a part of their life. In my case, I might start with a prayer life and a meditation time, and then I would move myself into breakfast and getting cleaned up for the day, and then move to my office and start doing work in the marketing way, in the legal way, in the educational training preparation way. But how you handle your day is completely up to you. What you like to do is what you like to do. What you have to do is what you have to do. What you're required to do by legal obligations and agreements, that's up to you, in a way, because you know the outcomes if there's a problem. You see, when I ran my Japanese language school, I still had a one-page document, and that one page was an agreement, a student agreement, of which all my students signed into, whether they were with me for the introduction of 3 months or whether they were with me for the annual contract. And the annual agreement also had a student handbook that was usually about roughly 8 pages, 4 pages double-sided. And I did my best to keep it really brief. When we started, it was 2 pages, and then we moved to 2 pages that were double-sided, and then we decided to expand it as we learned and gained experience with our students. I don't believe at any time a student was miserable with the contract and its terms or the handbook, which gave them the rules of the program. You see, there's always rules in every situation. Whether you are an employee of a corporation, there are rules about your behavior. There are rules about your conduct. There are rules with how you represent the company in publicity through the community. There are also rules with how you interact with vendors, because someone else is probably the one that put that agreements in place. You see, you might be an hourly employee at what you might consider the lowest level of a company, but at the same time, there's millions of dollars of agreements in your store. For every company, they're going to have a handful of products or just one. And there's going to be something that has been negotiated on that item that you had to do something with for your store. In other words, when you sell it, you've entitled that agreement.